Alex and I are here at Wizard World Philly. This is the first day, Friday. It is very loud in this room. Everyone is in here waiting to go inside. They let us in at noon. We just picked up our tickets. Now we are just waiting to go inside. Oh, here's Bex. Whoop, zoom out. Say hi, Bex. Bex is grumpy. That's an awesome Johnny Bravo costume.
Thank you.
Got the original '66 Batmobile. Jurassic Park Jeep. It's pretty awesome.
Hello there. Yeah. Mine now. What I'd like to tell people is, guys, you guys can ask me anything that you want. Anything. Try to embarrass me. I dare you. It cannot be done. I don't promise to answer anything that you ask. Some of you are just sick. But go ahead. I think it makes it a lot more fun just to let you guys ask anything. So let's just start it off and see how it goes.
I did prep them, James.
Oh, you did?
A little bit. I might actually know some of the threesomes. I'm just saying. Just a little.
Okay.
Nothing too exciting.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, got that?
Uh-oh.
No.
The set.
Shout with good dick. There we go.
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you come up here and use my mic?
There we go.
Hi, James.
Hey, hey.
So my question, first I'd like to congratulate you on your new role in the Witches of the East End. And I'd like to ask what you can tell us about the role, if anything.
You know, I'm surprised that you just said that, and I wish that you hadn't just said that. It's supposed to be a secret. How did you? That's the first thing. How did you know?
I didn't leak it. That's all I can say.
No, yeah, I was hoping that was not. You're very naughty. Naughty lady. I love you. I'm not going to tell you anything about that. Ha
You played like a bunch of different versions of Spike, like Evil Spike, and then you were pining after Buffy, and then on Angel you were kind of the comic relief. So which version of Spike did you prefer playing?
I would say Evil Spike in the beginning of Buffy, and then Jerk Spike for Angel. I like to mess with the lead. I'm a reformed punk rocker, which means I'm not really reformed at all. Which means when I was in high school, we would football was the thing in high school, right? So we punk rockers, we would have parties where we had a rock band, so we were popular too. So we'd have big parties, everyone would come, and we would talk really pretty girl into hitting on the star football player all night, and then dump him flat, right as everybody else had hooked up and everybody else was going to get something for themselves. And so that he would go home lonely and defeated the night before the game. Just so my high school would lose. Yeah. What was the question? Oh yeah. So I like to mess with the lead. So there's something about if Joss Whedon is the same way. If there is the big guy, oh so cool guy, you just want to rip that down somehow. There's just an instinct to rip that down. So whenever I'm on set and I get to play a character, because in Hollywood, if the lead is a nice person or not a nice person, no matter what, you have to be nice to that person. They're the lead. So, ooh, have my seat. Would you like my water, sir? It's just ridiculous. So, even if the lead is really wonderful, like John Barrowman is absolutely fabulous. No lead. supernatural, just wonderful. I've worked with so many wonderful leads, but there's that thing in me that when they call action and I can just mess with you, it's just delicious. So yeah, those two versions of the character. Yeah.
There he goes. Captain and the Game Master. So we just got out of the Jay Marsters Spike panel. Just kind of in the hallway watching people walk by in costume. Hey, Bex is finally back. We're over in the Reading Terminal Market at Olympia Gyro. We each got a gyro and some fries. Looks very delicious. Don't you enjoy it, Bex?
Don't watch me eat.
It looks very good. Chick has this really awesome Dragon Ball Z Saiyan costume. That's really awesome. Super cool old Ninja Turtle stuff. Okay. I've never seen this before. These are really cool too. Han and Luke in Stormtrooper outfit, Funko Pop figures. Here's Ming Chen hanging out at his booth. Ralph Macchio. Zoom in. And there's the guy that played John Kreese. That's awesome. Christopher Lloyd. The DeLorean from Back to the Future.
God bless you. God bless you.
Really simple question, kind of goes back to the first question. Do you guys get together to play poker?
It's always a disappointment when I play him. For some reason, I don't get it. It's always such a disappointment.
We don't. That's not what we do. The thing about the poker thing was we really, that came up as an improv on the set. Because we were shooting, it was our first day.
It was our very first day shooting, yes, Revenge of the Nerds. And it was in the basketball auditorium. And there was all these scenes that had to be shot. And so Curtis and I gravitated towards one another, and we were playing cards and doing this, and all of a sudden it started turning into a funny routine. And so it never was the card stuff. Please interrupt me if I go.
There's one thing I want to add.
Yeah.
What actually my recollection is, the two of us are like this old married couple.
Yeah.
We're having dinner last night and we're going, and then such and such, oh no, that wasn't what are you talking about? Of course that's what happened. No, what happened was such and such. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what really happened is that we ran in, he says grab a cot, and we all lie down on the cots for those who could see the movie. We wound up next to each other, and you were actually doing something with another nerd.
Oh, that's
time.
right.
We were playing chess.
Right.
But then they came by, the director came by, he was going to shoot Bobby and Anthony. And, another scene, and he said, you guys come up with something.
Yeah.
Come up with something, and when I'm done over here, I'm going to shoot it. So, and the prop person had, on a truck, had some cards. So we started playing cards and making up stuff. And that whole idea of Takashi always being screwed by Booker, because he was such an innocent, and Booker was so worldly
Like today,
wise.
still such an innocent.
I get him all the time. It's awesome. And so that was how that started. And then every time we would be in a scene together where there wasn't script, they'd say,
The director would just go, come up with something, come back, we'll shoot it. But honestly, I have to say this too, he's such a great collaborator and so funny, and we just hit it off on a personal level too.
Yeah.
And that just made it even that much more mo better.
it was a tight group. All the nerds were really tight.
Yeah. We all cared about each other. We all got along. And I think that translated into the film, actually. Is that, I mean, we really all were kind of one in this thing.
You could definitely
On a
see that.
personal level.
It was incredible. It was wondering.
If you have any favorite stories you like to tell about King of the Nerds?
About King of the Nerds?
Yeah.
Great question.
Geez, I don't know. That's you.
That's a stumper.
Yeah, I'm not sure about King of the Nerds, about what would be a favorite, because it is. Let me tell you what the thing that I'd rather than tell you one thing, because I can't really think of one thing, but my favorite part of it is, and the most interesting part of it for me as a producer, I mean, when Robert and I are on camera, we're doing that's just camera work, which is like anything we do. But then after I do that, I go off to the room where there are all the monitors, and I will get up early in the morning and go in there at 6 o'clock in the morning, because we film them 24 hours a day, and I just adore watching them. I love watching them. It's like watching wild animals in their own habitat, and they don't know that you're watching them. It's the coolest thing in the world. I mean, I probably shouldn't admit that.
And he makes a really cute geisha. I don't know if some of you have seen it. He dressed up as a geisha.
I also get to be dragged quite a lot on the show. And I've always had what would you call it? Tendency?
Yeah.
It's just,
He
I
wears
love the
fish
freedom
hats.
of it. Anyway, so that would be my favorite.
Awesome.
I
Great.
just want to thank you for what you're doing.
As the founder and just genius behind Troma Entertainment, who is going to be helping me out up here. Troma, which is celebrating its 40th year. Please give a nice round of applause for Mr. Lloyd Kaufman. Right here on stage from Comic Book Man, please give a nice warm welcome to Ming Chen, Brian Johnson, and Mike Nelson. I think we even have like some Troma mascots out there that want to come out and say hi. Is there any, like, I don't know, Toxic Avenger in the house? Come up here, take the stage real quick, guys. The iconic Troma characters. And they have to stay like that for the next 45 minutes.
They are real. They don't. They stay like that forever. These are real, just like Santa Claus.
Just like Santa Claus.
And today we have Kabuki Man, ladies and gentlemen, not just Kabuki Man.
Kabuki Man.
No, we are Troma team.
Are they queen with a Troma mallet? Very cool, very cool. Well, if you guys have questions, go ahead and line up for the microphone, and we're going to get rolling with that. But first up, I do have to open up with a Lloyd Kaufman question. Actually, maybe this is for the Comic Book Men panel. Why has Lloyd Kaufman not been on Comic Book Men yet?
Ah, yeah.
See that happen?
Yeah, man. Wasn't my fault. This man is too busy. Returning Nukem High Part 1.
Never too busy for Comic Book
And
Man.
we don't bleed, we don't have boobs. So we're not, that's just
You're,
a big reason.
We assembled these amazing superstars just for comic book. Stan Lee wanted them? No way. The guy from Star Trek wants Toxie? He's too big. Comic book man, Toxie. Respect. This is called respect. We also respect the Duck Dynasty guy over here.
What's that, Brian? They killed your mic already.
That's a good thing.
This is off topic, but I think I found out who stole your hat,
Give me that back. It's not cool. Give me that hat.
We have a question. But before we get to that, I wanted to say, like, Ming, did you say Return to Nukem High? Are you in that? Are you taking part in it?
I'm not. Can we be in part 3?
We have a part, Return to Nukem High Volume 1 is out. Return to Nukem High Volume 2 is filming at this very minute. And I would like to announce exclusively to you fine people that I am inviting the comic book men to be murdered by the monster in Return to Nukem High Volume 2.
Guys, down the line, what is the best death that you would like for yourself on film? And maybe you can even model it after like a good, I don't know, like a Gwen Stacy death, or what would be the good death for you to experience on camera?
For Ming Chen, I would choose autoerotic asphyxiation.
The monster has to kill you.
Crowd pleaser, right?
It has to be a monster killed.
Now, does that count as, when you have sex in a movie, in a horror movie, or a trauma movie that you die? I guess sex with yourself counts as well.
Sure.
Okay, well, hey, if you can make that happen, I'm in board.
For me, I would like to take Ming against his will and actually crush him as I'm doing it, crushing to death.
Yeah.
Like a crush video, like under a heel?
Yeah.
The little rodents?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about murdered by really, really sharp stilettos?
Ming has a heel fetish in case you're wondering why Mike's so bad.
Right.
Yeah.
I like how the responses were just how we're going to kill me. That's pretty much far from it. As far as, since the show began, do you have a lot of people that, I'm sure you have a lot of people that want to flaunt their knowledge when they come to the store, just constantly. What has been like the most overrated collectible, or quote unquote collectible, that somebody has brought into the store thinking that it was just the hottest thing ever?
What do you mean? What do I constantly see that people think that they're going to send their kids to college with?
Yeah, pretty much.
And I crush their dreams and make them cry?
Pretty much.
Do you remember a little thing called The Death of Superman? Yeah.
You mean with the armband?
Right. 14 billion copies sold, and every day I have at least 12 people coming in trying to sell it for $150,000. And not going to happen. If you have a copy of that, your best bet is to burn it.
Mike, what's it worth? Top dollar.
Top dollar, if you've got the black bag Death of Superman, you could probably go on eBay and find a schmuck to buy it from you for $20. That's it.
Meanwhile, you could go to the trauma booth and get a totally worthless VHS of Surf Nazis Must Die, right here at booth number 826. Worth even less. Black band, Superman death.
I'm sorry, was that a shameless plug? Because I'll have no part of that.
No, that was not, that was education.
Okay,
Education.
Thank you for clarifying.
The Nazis, ladies and gentlemen, very evil. I don't know if you've heard of them. The Nazis were up Nazis.
What about you guys, Brian? I mean, what's been the thing that you encounter that's just an overhyped collectible?
A lot of early 90s, late 90s comics.
Like
People,
your
I just,
Way to be specific, man. I love that.
I don't need to be specific. You know what I'm talking
You just picked a whole half of a decade,
I
right?
believe the Toxic Avenger Marvel Comics in that group.
That is in that group as well, yes.
Now, I've got a question for Mr. Z.
Mr. Z, yes.
It's about comic book esoterica, though. Is that okay?
I think that's quite allowed, yes.
Volume 1 of the Marvel comic, The Toxic Avenger, the first issue.
Yes, sir.
Who did the cover?
Who did that cover?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Doug Munch.
No kidding. I did not know that.
Yeah, see?
I can learn.
Uncle
I'm
Lloyd,
teachable.
Uncle Lloyd, he popped up with...
So you're the guy that walks in the store and then tries to show off how much you know.
Well, no, I'm just trying to show off how much Mike Z doesn't know.
That's big. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, my question's mostly, Ming, do you actually work in the story? Because I've been there like 5 times and I never see you. Do
I
they
get
bring you
sent
out
out
for like
I get
a
sent out on
show?
the errands, looking for amigo dolls, and
I was there like Wednesday, you weren't there. It's like, what the hell, man?
I spend a lot of time in the bathroom, in the men's room. Iron Ming's got a heel fetish.
I do have heels. That's fine.
How about let's focus on the creepiness of you stalking Ming at the store? I wasn't just there on Wednesday.
I get to see my name in all appears.
I kind of want to hug later from him.
Anytime, my friend.
Okay.
Anytime.
You know, normally when I do the panels with like some of the celebrities, I make an announcement. Let's not get weird. But I thought we were in safe territory here. But clearly, clearly not.
Hello.
Yes.
I have a question from a fan on Frankly Asked, and I don't know who this is for, but they're asking, what was it like on the Angry Video Game Nerd?
Lloyd, what was it like? Very, very exciting. Right here in Philadelphia, by the way. I don't know if any of you saw the episode on the Toxic Avenger games of the 80s. But the Angry Video Game Nerd and I had a very stimulating and intellectual discussion. I strongly suggest if you're into 80s video games, you must see it. Are you familiar with the Video Nerd? He's got his own movie coming out very soon. It's very good, and I'm in it. And he is in volume 2 of the Return to Nukem High movie. So the nerd and I spend a lot of time wrestling with whatever his name is.
Well, as far as like a Trauma
Sorry,
Comics crossover question is, James Gunn is directing Guardians of the Galaxy, or already has. The movie's coming out in August. James Gunn, you know from Trauma films, Romeo and Juliet.
James Gunn directed and wrote, no, he wrote Romeo and Juliet, was associate director on Romeo and Juliet, and was in one of the famous car flips.
So,
by the way, his next career move, just interesting James Gunn fact, his next career move after Romeo and Juliet, which promotes incest, and we went from that very movie to Scooby-Doo, right, to the delightful children Scooby-Doo, and now Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, you've done some other cameos with him, so can we see a Lloyd Kaufman cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy?
I'm not supposed to tell anybody, but yes. But you have to look really fast. Don't tell anyone, especially James Gunn.
Yeah.
You wrestle with
Keep
Mark
quiet.
Ralph and me.
Don't tell the internet. Yes, sir.
I had a question for Ming, Brian, and Mike.
Yes.
In your show, the parts where you
The Walking Dead. Woo! Yeah.
In your show, the parts where you are showing the
podcast?
The podcast. Is that filmed in the show, or do you go out to California to film that?
No, they actually built a set across the street. We actually do podcasts on a poker table in the back of the store. It's a little more beat up, so they made it more like Hollywood, like Wayne's World set version. And easy way to,
that's us.
Yeah, Hollywood. And easy way to get Kevin in for like 3 or 4 days where we can shoot his stuff. Then he can go out. Then we shoot more scenes in the store. Then he comes back. Just an easy way to get him in the show.
And the reason being is because Walt won't fly. Like Walt refuses to fly. So instead of everyone getting a trip out to LA a couple times a year for free, we fucking walk across the street from the store.
Do you like the exposure that it's added? Obviously, it's added to the store, but to you individually, especially in Red Bank, especially in your neighborhood, do you like this?
You talking about me?
All of you. But I'll start with you, Brian, because I'm guessing you like it the least.
Yeah, I don't really care that much. I mean, it definitely has. The only thing I care about is if anyone watches the show and then listens to the podcast that I do with Walt and our friend Brian Quinn.
Tell Steve Dave.
Called Tell Steve Dave. Really, well, all three of them.
Woo!
I would much rather, I don't know, that's just closer to my heart. The show is fun to do, and I mean, I'm incapable of holding a real job, so
Yeah.
it sort of works out for me.
Well, with you guys out there in the audience, who listened to the podcasts before the show? Like clap, show hands, whatever. Yeah, clap. And now who listens to the podcasts now that the show's been on the air? Is that?
That's people. That's people. Holy crap.
That wasn't what I was aiming for, but you disappointed me. What about the rest of you guys? Like, do you like the exposure?
I think you can tell I'm a freaking glory hole. Attention. I love coming to cons and get people have seen the show, they know who me and Mike and Brian are. I love it, and we get invited here to be behind the camera instead of in front of it. It's awesome.
Yo, like you fucking peasants. Somebody kick his ass, please.
Yeah, where the hell's Ralph
Macchio? We need an ETA on Macchio.
And I really don't hate the exposure to
Someday it's all gonna get dark, man. Life is finite. I cannot believe we're all sitting here listening to this nonsense.
Dude, you don't like when dark when you were, I don't know,
This is depressing.
5, 6?
You know,
I was thinking, listen to Lloyd talk. At least he brought up joy.
Well, I've been thinking about killing people, and not you guys. I love you guys in a very special way. It's more of I'd go in a different way in terms of the killing. I would kill all those women on The View.
That's not bad.
Oh, thank you, gentlemen.
All right, my first question is, did Walt get stuck minding the store today?
He did, yeah.
What do you mean, did he get stuck?
Well, he
Did he want to
one of
be
these?
here? With Mr. Sunshine over here?
Walt did his first and only con. He went, there was in
Niagara
Canada,
Falls.
they went to Niagara a couple weeks ago, and he came back. And
Yeah,
it looked like he had just come back from Vietnam. That was in New York City. I spit
saw
on
some
him.
shit.
I spit on him and called him a baby killer.
Well, my other AMC is also thinking about doing a show with Kevin and Ralph Garman.
Yes.
And obviously they're shopping around for other ideas. I'm a huge Tell 'em Steve Dave fan. Would there ever be a chance AMC, like you, Walt, and Quinn doing something?
You know, well, Quinn can't do anything because he's on True TV. I have been told that you're going to see a special Quinn appearance this season. Honestly, I don't know how they're going to do Hollywood Babylon on that network. I mean, you've heard the show. You've seen the show, right?
Yeah, I mean, they basically kind of make fun of
It's unreal. It's unreal how filthy they are. People complain sometimes about comic book men. They're like, oh, it should be more like Tell 'em Steve Dave, but it's like it is. It can't be. You got a podcast and then you have a working story. It just can't be the same thing. We've had ideas to do other stuff, after comic book men and news day.
Also, will we get to see more Sunday Jeff this season?
I believe we'll see a little bit more Sunday Jeff. Yeah.
Nice. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hello. On the way back from the con, we stopped at Walmart, and apparently they have figures now for the new Ninja Turtles movie. They look really strange. Their legs are kind of alien-like. And this Raph in disguise just makes me laugh. So yeah, I'm trying to stay open-minded about this movie, but it's really getting hard.
So that'll do it for day one of Wizard World Philly. I was able to get some nice pictures with Ming Chen and Brian Johnson from the Comic Book Men. Sorry about the low audio quality in the panels, but it's hard to get nice clean audio in those large rooms. And I apologize that the Ninja Turtle toy video in the Walmart cut out early, but I ran out of memory on my phone. So please stay tuned. Tomorrow there'll be a day 2 video. As usual, please like and share this video. Please make sure you're subscribed. There'll be links in the description for my Facebook and Twitter, so please make sure you're following me on there. I hope you enjoyed this video of Wizard World Day 1. Thanks for watching.